And
I need to get, hold on, I need to grab one more light. Hang on.
Okay.
Light.
More light.
More light.
And I listen to Brenda and it all starts coming back to me. I start getting real Southern.
You get real whoopsie.
What is that?
That is, this is my other light.
Light. Light. Say light. Light. Light.
It takes too long to talk proper. Did you not know that? Southern girls say, I love it. That's what Southern girls say is love it.
Love it.
Love it. It just,
it
takes for you all to talk. If we get bored waiting on it to come out.
Brenda, I don't see your backdrop tonight. I see real products back there. Are you showing us the real Brenda office?
You're seeing it tonight.
You have the same furniture as me.
I told you we had the same furniture.
How would I have known that? Because you had that phony baloney.
That was my other room.
You have the Christopher Lowell collection from Office Depot probably 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you love
And
it?
so when my little grandson come in, he got my life. He goes, "What's that, ma'am?" I was like, "Well, you just ruined it."
What do you mean, what's that? That's Mama's office.
My new office. He was like, "What's that?" But I have that my desk that I'm at right now is your desk.
I love it.
And I see right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And I was trying to see if my pink Cadillac was set up there too. But
yeah.
No, I think.
Well, hey, let's go ahead and we'll get started with a quick little prayer. I promise to be quick because I know you guys have some questions for Brenda, and we're going to wrap this up. We're so grateful. So let's just reach through and hold your hands. Lord Jesus, thank you for this group of women. Thank you for Brenda and her go-give spirit and her willingness to spend 3 Tuesday nights with us to just pour into us and share her success tips after so many years of Queen's Court of Sales and just being a superior consultant. Thank you for her. Thank you for these girlfriends. And here in this Thanksgiving week, we're just so grateful for our business, for our families, and for each other. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Amen. Well, Brenda,
amen.
We have learned so much from you about your working calendar, how to get people on 26 different products. And it's mainly, it's relationships. It's, really caring about other people and you saying, I think you'd really like this product. And would you be willing to compare this on the right side of your face with your other product on the left side of your face? And let me know how it compares. It's what I took from this is it's all about really loving your customers. And things that have stood out for me, and maybe this is something we all share, is what have we gained from these past couple of weeks? I just lost my train of thought.
Do y'all hear my husband's TV? I'm going to shut my door.
Okay. I thought I remember my thought. Is that Brenda, you say, I'm a great consultant if they call me. And that just describes me to a T. And then you've got people like Nora, who calls her customers and does National Court of Sales year after year after year. And then you gave us a system where I love the fact you say, I have to think of everything that might keep me from doing this and fix it before I start it. And so you kind of knocked all the bugs out for us. And I really, really appreciate that. So anybody else who has a question for for Brenda, or anything that or Nora, obviously, that you either want to affirm her for what she's taught us, or you have a question about some specifics. Nora's got a question. Okay.
No, I don't have a question. I do have a comment and a huge thank you, because these last 2 weeks, every time we sign off, I'm like, I am doing the right thing. Like, you just have reaffirmed that my systems work, and it's not a fluke that I've made Court of Sales. Like, it's what I'm doing is what I should be doing. And it's just made me feel really good that I'm on the right track. So thank you for telling me Susan tells me that all the time, I know, but it's nice to hear it, So thank you. I took pages and pages and pages of notes, and my mom lives with us, and after every meeting, she's like, so what'd you learn? I'm like, well, I do that. Well, I do that. Well, I learned that I'm doing the right thing. That's what I learned. So thank you.
And sometimes that's just honestly what you need to hear, is that what you're doing is the right thing, instead of having to try to find 100 more things to do, to put in her brain that you won't do. You hear it, but you won't go do it,
Yeah.
You just have some simple systems. I mean, you're talking about, okay, well, I got to go laminate this big poster. So go laminate your big poster. Go get you a Velcro marker to put on there and just track, because the track number grows. It's funny, Nora, you remind me of this time we saw Gloria Mayfield Banks, and she said to the directors, don't you love it when a consultant will go to another director? And she was like, oh my gosh, I learned so much. And Gloria's like, what'd you learn? What'd she say? She told me I need to book more parties. And Gloria's like, really? I've never told you to book more parties? Really? And all you can say is, good. I am so glad you took a nugget of wisdom from her. And you're
Honestly,
put it into play.
I think, in all honesty, I don't know how many years. I mean, this is me being a director, and every time we come back from seminar or leadership or whatever, Linda would say, all right, everybody come up and tell what you learned. And I remember, now I'm probably a sales director for, I don't know how many years. And I remember saying, oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I learned that you don't book 2 weeks farther, farther out than 2 weeks, or let's say book 2 weeks in advance, and double book. And I bet she could have took a hammer and hit me in the head because it's like, duh.
And she said, throw money at your weakest link.
Yes.
Whatever it is that you having trouble, give the most hosted credit for that. And she's probably like, really?
Yeah, you're right. But all of a sudden, it's like they say, it's funny because the one teacher always gets credit for it. And you really are, as their director, you're like going, what? I preach that every meeting. But that teacher gets credit for it, and it's okay if they learned it, because I mean, who you all know, we had the best teachers in the world, in all of Mary Kay. What do we have? We had Linda, of course. We had Pam Shaw, and we had Kathy Goff from it. Cindy
Rena. I mean, we had Rena Tarbett.
Yeah.
Rena Tarbett.
We had Mary Kay herself.
Do y'all like have her CDs that, honest to gosh, you could listen to them right now and you wouldn't know that Rena is not with us on earth right now?
Nope, you wouldn't.
I mean, you would think it's like, oh my gosh, this is like for right now.
It is. It hasn't changed. I think what I saw and what I learned was it really hasn't changed from what Mary Kay taught us from the very beginning. What we have to make sure we're doing is that we have a system in place, whether it's Brenda's system or another system, Nora's system, but you've got a system in place for follow-up, because that's usually the weakest link. Is we get these customers, and you said this a bunch of times, we spend a ton of money and a ton of time getting those initial clients and getting them on the skincare. It's the little things that you do afterwards that ties them to you, to the products. They trust you. They're going to want to go on and on and on, and they're going to want to be a part of your life, not just using your products. And I think that's the whole thing that Mary Kay taught us from the very beginning, and it continues on. And it's just making sure that you have, and I don't have a good system for follow-up. So I appreciate that, because I'm the same way, Susan, what you said, if they call me, and they do, thank God,
Oh, I'll have it to them that day.
Yeah, they have to say, wait till Friday.
Exactly.
You're like,
they love me. I mean, my customers leave eggs out for me when I pick it up, or a note, or a gift, or food. It's like amazing.
Eggs.
Yeah. I do have a customer that leaves a dozen eggs out.
but one of the things that I would say right now, and it's kind of like last night I got on my unit page, my Facebook page, and I just started talking to my girls about how to do Christmas gifts. But I end up with this whole message of, you guys, your people need to see you. Like right now, now I'm just pretty much a Facebook girl. I'm not an Instagrammer and all of those. Like that's another thing I have to learn how to keep up with. But seriously, okay, you see a friend's post, another friend's post, an ad, and another friend's post. And so you are bombarded with ads all day. So when you think, oh my gosh, but if they're not seeing an ad of you, then they're going to go buy the other things. And your customers need to be seeing you and what you're offering. And my biggest offer, to be honest, I mean, I'm still pondering what I really want to do, because I really don't want to, I don't really want to give a discount. But mine is this right here. And I've just been posting pictures of stuff that I do. But I just took one of the, let me turn my camera. I just took that, whatever that's called, the 12 days of fave. I took it out of the boxes and I set it all out, and I took a picture. And I can tell y'all what my deal is, or I cannot. But y'all want me to tell you what my deal is?
Yeah.
My deal is when they purchase $50, they can purchase this for $50. Okay. For one thing, what did I do? I looked at other sales. Okay. Bath and Body is, they can purchase this, and it says over $100 value, $40. So you get this over $100 value for $40 when you purchase $40. Okay. So I looked at theirs. Another one with Belk was purchase, when you spend $50, you get this gift for $75 or something like that. So I just, something like that. I don't even know. But that's what I did. So I took that out of the box so that it would look more appealing and bigger. And if y'all remember when we had Janae and them come from the florist, and they said everything comes out of the box. You know, you never sell something just wrapped up and shrink wrap in a box. And so this, of course, if somebody wants it in a box, but I wanted the people to see it. So therefore my picture, I can send it to you. Actually, it's on my page. It's on my public page, because I just posted, like, wouldn't you love this? I didn't say, will you buy this? I just said,
exactly.
wouldn't you love this?
They know we
It's
do Mary Kay. We can't hide behind that. I think we need to put that out there, you know,
Right.
but you just have to put it out there in the right way.
And so I put, every girl would love this gift or something like that. So my deal, so I will send, because I do project broadcast, I will actually send, and I probably will do just the typical cash back like Kohl's does, as I've talked a lot about Kohl's here, that giving $10 back with every $50 purchase. That's probably what I will possibly do, is that. And then I'll just send it in a text and maybe show pictures, or I may do a live and send to them, because I don't even know that I'm going to have anybody come to my house. I've gotten so used to, like, oh my gosh, I think I'll just do a live here and let them see it. But I've done gifts just so y'all can see. Let me reach back here and grab some. Oh, S. I mean, shoot.
Oh, S.
I have been so good today with not knocking that over. I've banged it, I don't know how many times, but this is something else, that these gift bags, these are bags, but look at them, don't it look like a purse?
Yeah.
It's a gift bag. Is that the coolest thing
That
ever?
is
Where'd that bag come from?
Amazon, and I
Oh
think
my
it's
God.
about $3 a bag. So I just tagged it on, but it is big enough for a lot of products. All I have in there right now is a lotion and a body wash, but it comes the bag with the gold ribbon. So you've got just the gold ribbon, but I added some pink ribbon and a couple of other things. I had to learn how, I'm learning. So this was the first one. It's not so good. But anyway, so
I think it's really cute.
isn't that cute? I'm trying to get where you
Really
can really
cute.
see
It's a bag? I mean,
Yeah,
is it
a
like
gift bag.
leather, or
No,
is it
it's-
like,
paper.
it's paper?
It's cardboardish. It's kind of a cardboard. And I will tell you, if y'all order, it's on Amazon, 12 for $21.99 or something. But if you get them, just to caution you, be careful because they will, like I didn't know that. I just grabbed them out and started putting this one, pushing it out. But it looks just like a purse.
It does.
So
Very
just when you get them, just be a little cautious with it. They are a little tender.
They might
So,
wrinkle.
And gently.
but yeah, be gentle. Anyway, that's not what we're talking. Oh, last thing I will show you. Okay. But this was just an idea. Did I show y'all that last week?
No.
This is just an eyeshadow compact, and I just copied the eye and cut it and made it where I could cut it out and make it as wrapping paper. But on the back is the actual look of the
Cute.
eyeshadows that
Very
are in
cute.
it.
Oh, that's cute.
Super cute.
And then, what's that woman, Rosie, the woman? Wait, turn it back around. You know, that woman that does this for whatever
Yeah.
reason. When I look at
Rosie
that,
Riveter.
you know, whatever reason, when I look at it, I think of that woman. I don't know why, but I thought it'd be cute to have a red bow on it, you know, and then it really looked like Rosie, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Or a polka
just
dot.
kind of a stocking stuffer kind of thing, and I just put that so they would have. I am all about teaching people, giving them everything, and I think that's some of the things that I have talked about is I give. Let me get this back on me. Away from the product, back to me. But I give like fact sheets because I really and truly I want the customers to, I want them to know everything there is. And the thing that is might be important to me may not be important to somebody else, or those details aren't important to me, but some people, they're facts, you know, they're facts driven. And so sometimes I may not tell them every little thing that, because it ain't important to me, but it could be important to them. So I give the fact sheets and they can read them. So I do print that stuff off with samples. I put it in with my samples. I do all of that. So you all ask me questions.
I just wanted to, you know, I love when these sessions like this just organically bring about other questions that may not have anything to do with your working calendar, but it's got me thinking about the different thing that I've done this year that I really liked. Who was the director at Fall Retreat who does the monthly special? You know,
Monica Guibault, whatever. Yeah.
Guibault, yeah. And I love
I told her about that though. I was the one that originally.
Well, then I'm going to give you credit. The Brenda
I'm
Howell.
kidding.
But I love that because she shares every month. She pays somebody to come up with that, but she just posts it.
Yeah.
And it's really cute because how many times are you like, oh my gosh, they've had every deluxe mini there is. I don't know what to give them. And she just has a list of stuff that we don't always talk about. Some of it's common stuff like eyeshadows or whatever. But I had a lady the other day put in a $300 web order. So she got 6 half-price items on that. I don't care that I didn't make the full profit on that. She's
Exactly.
on six items that she normally wouldn't have been on that she's going to reorder. I didn't have to do a gift with purchase. Her gift was
The $50
items that have
off,
price.
the-
Yeah. And I love Monica says, you know, there's no queen of section 2.
No.
It's queen of section 1.
Well,
So
and two,
give them
even
on more
if that
things.
lady bought 6 items and she's giving them at Christmas, guess what? Ask. So this is where you gotta ask, is this for you or is this for a gift? If it's a gift that she's gonna give her some extra $10 bills that they can put in there with the pampering session, your business card. So even if you're not gift wrapping it for her, give her the stuff to put in there, because really you can say, okay, so say she gave a gift that is $25 and you give a $10 coupon to go in there, a $10 bill, that's really a $35 gift she gave, because she doesn't have to tell that it's free.
Right.
She didn't have to say that that pampering session is free and that $10. So you
Right.
can always say, you know what, I'm giving a gift that is $100, but it's really 110
That's right.
because you're giving it.
And how do you put a price on your time with somebody?
Right.
Teach them how to do that. You know, we do these complimentary makeovers. Well, what would they pay
Right.
to have someone with as much training as we've had to teach them how to?
And
put
that's
the
how
best
you
things
have to
forward?
think of yourself. When I talked last week and the week before, I'm sure, is bringing value to yourself. if you remember, I mean, gosh, you guys, Teresa and I and Susan and I, how many makeup artists have we been to? How many hours have we dedicated to learn how to do this? How much money have we spent doing this? I mean, we've spent all day. How many times have we been to a makeup artist?
Countless hours.
And
Yeah.
we're giving it to our customers for free. And so that is value when you think, oh, they don't want to, they're watching hours of tutorials. So they're sitting there watching tutorials and they're, you know, they're watching this girl use 1,500 different products. And you're like going, I've watched them and I'm like going, my gosh, I sell makeup and I wouldn't even use that many products, you know?
Yeah.
So they do want to see you do it. And it's kind of like the sheep needs to hear the shepherd's voice. Okay. Now, you know, Susan and y'all have had me on here for whatever last 10 weeks I've been on here with you. So y'all owe me 10 weeks. No, I'm kidding. 10. But no, I'm kidding.
We
But,
over
you
10
know,
weeks.
You've been on here. I've been on here for 10 weeks. So y'all owe me 10 weeks.
Yeah, really.
So my next 20 weeks, because you can come, Teresa, and then the next 10, you know, or we'll rotate it. But seriously, just knowing that your customers, they don't need to be seeing all these other people. And I'll be honest, I don't mean this in a bad way at all. But I don't turn them on to Lori Hogg. I don't hook them up to her, because then they go to her and see her stuff. And this was back, especially when she's selling brushes and all that. And Lord, I love Lori. But you know what? If I turn them on for one thing, then that means, so I learn the stuff and I'll act like it's all from me. I'll give her credit sometime, you know, but seriously, you know, I want them to think I'm smart.
Well, you know what? I sometimes think after 30 odd years of creating flyers and contests and stuff that, you know, Teresa, that end up all over the Mary Kay world. And Arlene Linares took credit for one of my contests one time. I'm like, really? So I stopped worrying about who I credit with stuff. Figure we're all on Mary Kay. It's all ours.
Blesses somebody. Yeah, it's a good thing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
and you know, and that's the world we grew up in Mary Kay.
It is.
And that's the world I grew up in. That, you know what, if Teresa had something, I didn't care one bit to just go get it. And I didn't ask you all tip. I don't remember ever asking if we could use it. I just used it because we didn't care.
I don't remember ever asking you.
That's what we did.
I still don't care.
Yeah, that's who we are.
Yeah, and I still don't care. But now it's like, I don't know if I should use this because somebody might get mad. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You take anything. People
we are
message me a lot.
unoffendable in Mary Kay. Just use it. If it blesses you and helps you in your business, take it.
Who cares that I paid somebody to do it for me. She don't have to get paid for you to white out my name, but put your name on it. So anyway, okay, ask me questions or let's just talk.
Or let's just chat. Yeah, we got 5 more minutes. Three.
Oh, no, I have everything
I want to
ready
know.
tonight.
I want to know. I thought this would be a fun, because Brenda, you tell the best stories. That's why you attract people to you. That's why you're a great consultant, is because people want to be in your space. You're fun, you're funny, you're real, you're authentic. And that's why people love you. And once people love you, they're going to want their friends to love you. And so that's the way Mary Kay created this to work. But I would love for you to share, and you may be sharing one that I haven't heard before, or you might share one that we've heard, some of us have, but your funniest skincare class story, your worst skincare class or funniest skincare class. I'd love to hear one of your stories, because you tell the best stories.
Oh my gosh.
I know one of my favorites from you, but I'm going to see what you pop up with.
Go ahead, because they're so not funny to me anymore.
The swimming pool.
Okay, here's the deal.
Corrugated swimming pool.
Okay, here's the deal. Okay, the deal is Jeff Foxworthy says the funniest stuff is the real stuff. So, I mean, I would love to tell you I make up some of the stuff that I tell you. It's so true that it's so humiliating that Well, I'll even tell you one that just happened this past week. It wasn't a skincare class, but I had to run to the post office because my assistant was here, and like, oh gosh, I look so horrible right
No,
now.
you look good.
So anywho, I shouldn't mess that up. Anyway, so
Got 1
okay.
minute, Brenda.
So, well, I got a little more time because I got all my goods out to start my live. So anyway, but I was at the post, so I had to run to the post office. Then I was gonna have to go to Walmart, get some supplies because she was in the middle of doing newsletters, and so I ran out, had to run to get postage, and so I was in this big hurry. So she's like, take these newsletters and mail them, the ones I already done. So I grab a bag and I get out the post office. Man, I am just on the move. And I don't know what happened, but somehow I missed a step.
No.
I swear. Okay. I mean, okay. So I go down. I swear. I feel like kissing my legs. And I'm thinking in my mind that I'm heading for the door, but my foot hit the sidewalk. So I go and I'm like in the air and I'm thinking, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. For 5 freaking minutes, I'm thinking I'm gonna make it. And I fall. I tear my leg up. Oh my gosh. But in my head, I'm seeing me, I'm like, I can't make it. I'm not gonna.
Here's the big question. Did anybody see you?
Oh yeah. Many people. Like this woman, guys, she got out and she was so serious. And like, I mean, I'm breathing like this. I didn't drop my newsletters, but my hand was skin up and I was like, God, it was hurting. Oh, it was hurting. And I wanted to rub it, but I didn't want to rub it and her see me, my knee. I didn't want to look down to see if I had a hole in my pants, but I got up and I was like, oh my God, I thought I was going to make it. And she goes, so serious. She never smiled. She goes, are you okay? And I was like, thinking you can laugh. It's okay. And she goes, oh, are you okay? And I said, yeah, I'm fine. I go in and come out. She's still going, are you okay? I
say to people, you can laugh. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. So, okay.
I'll be laughing if it was you.
Yeah. So the swimming pool story was, I pull into the house. And so when I come in, I could see that they have an above ground swimming pool. Okay. And they've taken the sides down. Okay. So it's kind of rolled up, but in that metal, I don't even know how this happened. It's like they had to move it there on me, okay? So I go into this party and I'm in my pink Cadillac. And so anyway, so I see they're taking this pool down. And so all that metal is everywhere. And after the party's over, there's a girl there that I want to recruit. I'm thinking, I'll lure her outside, okay? Because I want to talk to her. And she was in a hurry and she needed to leave. And I thought, I'll just tell her to follow me to the car. Because I didn't used to bring my products in and all that. I didn't make up sets, obviously. I didn't make up sets for everybody. And so I just run to my car for everything. Well, Tim had he had added a light to my trunk. So it was like, with the trunk open, it was like, whoa, let there be light. So because after a few minutes, the light would kick off and I'd have to shut the trunk up. So he fixed me a neat light in there. And so, okay, so I was like, y'all can come on. So, my goodness, I happen to have my clipboard. I found this from years ago. So I come out and I'm like, oh, you can come with me. I said, come on, we'll go to the car and get your stuff. And so I have my little handy dandy clipboard in my heels that were about this high. And I have on a dress. And so for some reason, I didn't have a porch light. And I go out and I was like, so have you ever thought about doing Mary Kay? And I'm going down these steps. And I don't know how on God's earth, but I stepped on that piece of metal. It was slicker than ice. I mean, I am not exaggerating one iota. Okay. So like, I swear I had them.
Oh my God.
I had them heels on and it was I mean, it was metal. It was so loud. And my legs was going higher than my head. I'm not lying. I don't even know how in the world I stood. I mean, I was like going, so do you think you would ever like doing? And all of a sudden before doing, my legs was going all over my head. So imagine being on a pair of rollerblades and my legs was
nice.
going like this. And I mean, it felt like 5 minutes. And in my brain, I was rehearsing everything that was going to happen to me because I do remember seeing
Thumb was sticking up.
the big hose that goes into the pump. I remember seeing that sticking up. I didn't know this pool thing was this close to me. Anyway, all I saw was if I go down, I'm going to have a hole bigger in me than Corbin. I mean, I would bleed
Oh, bigger than Corbin.
bigger than Corbin. So, I mean, and it was I know they heard it on the inside. If you've ever stepped on, if you all are ever around a piece of tin or a piece of metal, just walk on it. And when you walk on it, think of me, but not just walk on it, jump on it. And then you'll hear me. So we got to, I don't know, somehow I finally slid to the end of it. And I mean, I swear I was breathing like this. And we get to the trunk and I opened it and I said, so have you ever thought about doing something like I do? I was so exhausted and I was so humiliated because I know my face was so red and that light just beamed on me.
Oh
And
my
I know
goodness.
she was dying. She had to be literally wanting to die because she got her product and went back in the house. And when I walked back in, I was like, I do not want to see these people. And I was like, so
No.
I said, did y'all hear that noise? That was me. Oh my gosh. And then there was another time I was at it was actually it turned into a double facial. And so I'd learned from John Maxwell, you know, that the brighter you wear your lip color, the whiter your teeth is. And so I was doing this facial and plum. I mean, you all remember plum lipstick, like, oh my gosh, like that was the go-to color for everybody. And so I gave this woman plum lipstick and she was like, oh honey, she said, this is way, you know, she's sitting there doing this is way too dark for me. And I was like, oh no. I said, our makeup artist says that the brighter you wear your lip color, the whiter your teeth is. And she smiled and she was nothing but gums. I mean, she did not have a tooth in her head. And I was like,
Oh no.
now I'm thinking, now how do I get out of this?
Oh my God.
And in my mind, I was thinking, well, the pinker your gums is gonna look. No,
Brenda.
that happened.
Okay,
Oh Lord.
one more. When you asked a girl to be a model.
Oh, this is so true. It freaks me out today to even asking you.
Tell the story. It's so funny.
Okay, so I'm driving through Wendy's. Okay, this is even embarrassing to tell. So I'd go through Wendy's and I get my food and I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, hey, would you like to be a model for me and my model? I do Mary Kay and I'd love for you to be a model for me in my model portfolio. And she went, oh yeah, I'd love that. And I was like, okay. I said, you're under an obligation to buy anything. We'll get together and we'll do a makeover. You can come to my house and it won't cost you anything. And you don't have to buy anything. I mean, I kept saying that. You don't have to buy anything. And she was like, oh, okay. So I guess I get her number. I don't remember. I guess I called her and I was like, hey, this is Brenda with Mary Kay. I just wanted to call and set up our appointment for you to be my model. And she was like, oh, yeah, okay. And I said, what day? And I'm thinking, God, this girl is overly excited. I've never had anybody be this excited about being my model. And she goes, oh yeah, oh my gosh, what time? Oh my gosh, so what time should I be there and where should I come? And I mean, I thought, oh, she's thinking this is much bigger than it really is. And so I'm freaking out a little bit about it. And so she doesn't hang up the phone, nor do I. But we're supposed to be hung up. But I hear her saying, oh my God, I'm gonna be a model. I cannot believe it. I'm gonna be, oh my gosh. I don't even remember everything she said, but I'm thinking,
It was like, you're gonna make so much money.
money. Yes,
You're
it's
gonna-
like whoever it was that was still listening. I mean, I was listening and I'm like going, oh my gosh, she really thinks she's going to modeling school and she's gonna be, I didn't know what.
America's Next Top Model.
Oh my gosh, like you should have heard them in the background. It was like they was just going, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe I've been chosen to be a model. And I'm
I
like
was
going,
discovered at Wendy's.
at the drive-through. And I didn't know what to do. I thought, oh my gosh, she thinks that she's going to be a model somewhere at a modeling agency. Oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what I was going to do. I don't even remember what I done when she showed up. Do you?
I think you didn't call her anymore.
Maybe I didn't
I
call
think
her
you
back.
let it go.
Maybe I did, because all I remember is thinking, oh, holy night. She thinks she's coming to, but I kept saying, I mean, I never made it look like it was anything else.
Oh, well,
Anyway,
Oh,
anyhow.
Brandon, that's so funny.
fabulous, fabulous.
oh my
Fun.
gosh, I have many, many more, but
Many
I
more.
can't even remember them all. Listen,
Uh,
now I will remember this one when I got my red Grand Dam. Y'all remember the red Grand Dams?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm at Wendy's again. Everything happens at Wendy's. So I get this car, and when I pull in, obviously I must have went through the drive-through and got my food. And I was just going to pull in the parking lot because I didn't want people to think I didn't have friends. So I would never go in and eat by myself. And so I remember when I pulled in between like two, like maybe a big camper and something else. And so I really couldn't see good. And there were some guys in a car. I guess they was in their car eating, and I was over here, and I thought, well, instead of, I don't even know why I was scared to back out. Okay, we have to know this was 30 years ago. But I thought, oh, I'm not going to back out because I can't really see good. So I'm just going to pull forward. So I put it in gear. Okay, remember, it's got Mary Kay written all over it, Mary Kay's on it. And so I'm like going, so I think, okay, instead of backing, I'm just going to pull forward. So I put it in gear, and it's like, now I'm like, give it some more gas, and it's like, flunk. And I'm like, oh, there's one of them big concrete things, okay, that stops you from going anywhere. Oh, I'm on it. Well, I have to get over it because I'm on it. Oh gosh, and these guys is beside of me, and they're seeing this whole thing.
oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh. No. So I think, well, I'm on it. I must as well just go. So I give it some, I know it sounds like this is made up. So I give it gas. Well, there's another one on the other side. So now I'm on both of them.
Like two in your cars.
So I'm like going, honestly, it's like going, I seriously had just gotten it too, and I thought I have tore the whole bottom.
Oh my God.
It's going all the way across, and I just have to keep going to get off. I was so embarrassed. I thought, I have tore this car up. Now I'm gonna have to call Mary Kay and tell them I ran over these cement blocks at Wendy's. But those guys, I know they was probably gritting their teeth thinking, what is she? My gosh, it
There's
was
nothing
so-
worse than being a bad driver in front of men. That is the worst. And it's always when it happens.
in,
run
in a
over a
Mary Kay
curb.
car.
In a Mexican car.
Because when they saw that car, they was like, that's that girl can't drive. Oh, it was horrible. I will never forget that one as long as I live. Oh my gosh. So That
Oh,
wouldn't even
shoot.
embarrass me
Oh,
again. My
fun,
face is
fun.
fine.
That it felt good to laugh that hard. You know,
It
see,
did. It did.
we always joke and say anybody can be a Mary Kay director. We have the
We have
best,
so many stories, but some of them are
best
private.
stories.
Yeah,
The
some
best
of them.
stories.
Yeah, we do.
You know all the private ones that I used to tell y'all. You know.
Yep. That's why we love you, Brenda. You're as real as they come and
Yeah.
highly successful. Anybody want to affirm Brenda before we go and just anything you want to say to her? Thanking her.
Thanks. Just thanks for hanging out with us and making us laugh and making us think and just being who you are. Thanks for being who you are. Love you.
Oh, I love you guys so much.
Giving us a simple system. We do not have to always come, oh, chase this one. Here's a squirrel and there's that. And other, just do you. Do you what works for you. Simple, sweet and simple. Just
do it. Do something.
Something.
do
Do
something.
something.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if it works for you, I'm gonna do it.
All right.
We love you, Brenda. Thankful for
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving to
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving.
Hope you
I
have a
love you guys.
rest of the
Thank
week.
you, Brenda. Good night, everybody.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye-bye.